Hello everyone, this is Phi. I am checking out Trap Labs. This is a part of the Reddit Feedback Friday, and this is actually a game that I recognize. I believe it got quite a bit of attention on a Reddit post a little while back. And from what I recall, this is a game that's sort of inspired by some of the old StarCraft custom games, sort of dodgy sort of games, which I did partake of myself back in the day. I'm not going to claim that I'm very good at it. It was many years ago, but I do remember those, so this will be interesting. And apparently there's an ex-Cartoon Network artist or animator that's working on the art for this game, so it's got like a Fairly Odd Parents sort of look to it, so pretty interesting. That being said, I have not played this before, so we're going to give this a playtest and see if we can give some decent feedback, hopefully. Let's go ahead and get rid of that overlay. I did notice right off the bat, it's actually very loud, the music. And I say this a lot when I play test games, but I always recommend definitely, pop open some just random commercial games you have in your Steam or whatever, and just kind of compare the volume level, just the overall volume level of your game to theirs. Try to get into a kind of a ballpark there. I tend to have to kind of crank down the volume on the capture so that I can talk over it, and my own volume is almost as low as it can actually go, so I can hear myself talk. So pretty loud. We're gonna see if we can actually get into this though. I haven't seen anything past this point, so I just put it in full screen mode here in the options. I don't know what this is. Thank you for playing. Coming soon. Guess we got some social media links. I don't know if these are clickable. Would kind of assume so, but there's no like highlight or anything, so I guess we're gonna try story. Beat single player to unlock challenge modes. Okay, this is a little confusing. I guess this is the one that doesn't have a lock on it. I don't know if I'm supposed to click on this. There's no highlight or any movement on the screen here. Nothing's really directing my eye towards this, but it looks like that's what I was supposed to do. Okay. So I guess I'm in the game, except there's not been any direction as to how to play so far here. I want to see, there doesn't appear to be like a tutorial that I see here so far. So I guess I'm just clicking to move, probably. Okay. Whoa, hey there. That looks like that guy from the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon series. Trap Labs is not officially open yet. We are still under renovation, but I see that you are very eager to participate in our trap testing initiatives, so I will make an exception for you. Follow me. Alright, so I'm gonna assume... Oh, we actually can move. So WASD is supported, in addition to the sort of traditional, I suppose, clicking method. Now I think, like I said, this is an old StarCraft custom game type, I suppose you could call it. And I think in that it was sort of like clicking was the only way to move because it was made in StarCraft, so it was sort of like a limitation that you had to work within. That being said, I think controlling your character directly is... I would probably... Maybe it's an opinion more than anything, but I would probably say it's like objectively superior to just move your character directly with directional input like this. So that's an interesting thing to note. I do want to check out... Let's try the controller here real quick. So I got the Xbox gamepad. It looks like nothing is implemented for this, so always definitely recommend that people get those gamepads supported for anything that doesn't like use a mouse, basically. Doesn't take very much effort, and it actually makes a pretty big difference in a lot of games. So definitely recommend that. You can move with arrow keys or WSD, use spacebar or enter key to proceed with dialogue. Alternatively, you can control movement and dialogue with just the mouse or touch, right? So I did notice there's a lot of inertia. Try clicking. Okay. It's like self-driving people. But what do I know? I'm already autonomous. So I guess he means like this. Okay. So it's saying that there's pathfinding basically. But yeah, as I was saying, there is a lot of inertia, which I generally consider a bad thing for action games. This being what I assume to be a game where timing and dodging is important, I would consider that kind of a downside, probably. Oh, this guy hasn't... I guess I have to go back and I can keep going without him. Oh, my name is Part 8, aka Practically Autonomous Rolling Thingamabot. I will be your partner for the demo. See you on the next floor. Alright, so I guess we're going through this door up here. Looks like ooh, I can sneak through there. Oh, some weirdness in the collision here. So this is not like a grid-based thing, clearly. Alright. Deaths 0. I'm amazing. Alright. This is a little confusing. Okay, so I get this 0. I don't know why I have like a golden skull. I guess that's like a trophy maybe. And then I don't know why these are here. Previous bests. That's misspelled this word, by the way. Do I click on this? Is that a button or? I don't know what that's telling me. Alright, so I have to kind of... I guess this is the main menu. This is next and this is like retry. And I only really know this because I recognize it from up here, so let's go to the next one then, hopefully. Yo, what's up? This way, please. Alright. The glowing Trap Labs logo you just hit is a checkpoint. Be sure you hit it on every floor before you partake any challenges. Alright. Oh. Okay. Well, he did start to say something and then his thing got interrupted, so I didn't get to read what he actually said there. Oops. I clicked on him kind of unknowingly that it was going to move me. Alright, so this wasn't immediately obvious to me that these were actually holes. They honestly still don't look like holes to me. And this, I don't know what this is. Is that a wall? Yeah, this just isn't reading very well to me. These tiles here, like... I don't quite understand how this makes a wall. Like, the lighting on it is peculiar to me. That's okay. Great job. The goal on every floor is to simply cross to the other side and get to this door. Please proceed to the next floor. For gold. So yeah, this is apparently a medal. I don't know what these are. Maybe this is something that we collect or something? Alright. Our gravity slides TM opens and closes on a specific interval. No, it says opens and closes on a specific interval. So this is a... I don't know if you're intentionally trying to trick me or, or if that was an error. Specific interval, try not to fall in. Okay. So I'm noticing we have this checkpoint thing, which we have to like manually activate instead of it being like an automatic sort of thing. So I'm curious about this particular design choice. Like, is there a reason to elect not to activate it? Because I don't see why you wouldn't just kind of want that to be an automatic thing rather than having to manually activate it and potentially like miss it or forget it or something. In any case, I guess we're just... Right, so sometimes he has like a I don't know whether to click on his dialogue thing or just to like walk away. Glad you came to be a part of the demo. Alright. I do notice also, I kind of regret clicking on that too soon. Now it's comfortable enough to just kind of like leave my hand on the mouse and then use WASD because that's, you know, how a lot of games I played. That being said, if it's not actually using the mouse, like I can use only the keyboard, which is what I would expect. I didn't check whether there was any keyboard control in the menus. They seem like they were designed around mouse input, so that's something I would be careful about, I suppose. How do you like our decor? Our feng shui guy said the ping pong tables and beanbag chair really brings out the no work all play workplace stereotype of modern tech companies. Feels more like a fun apartment than a laboratory. So again, with this kind of manually triggering the checkpoint, I don't really see the purpose in that. Right, this appears to be pretty predictable then. Easy every time, so it might be nice if like this bubble kind of tried to stay on screen a little bit. It could kind of shift over so I don't have to like walk back here to read what he said. And it's kind of hovering over there. Alright, next floor then. Alright, again with this thing. This is like the last one, but with a slight twist. Okay. We partially increased the difficulty and pattern of each floor because I really want you to make it to the next one. Really. Alright then. What do you say? He says cool. Choo choo. You rub my eye for a second here. Alright, now, oop, I guess it was like an any key to continue sort of thing. The WASD just kind of brought me to the next stage here. It didn't let me like interact with the menu there at all. Well, you get the idea. Alright, so far we've only encountered these kind of holes in the ground as far as traps go. Oop. Again with that inertia though. Kind of leaves you going a little farther than you expect. Well, this is kind of confusing. Holy moly. I didn't quite wrap my head around that before I went for it, but turned out okay. I think you are getting the hang of it. I will part ways for now. Don't worry, I will see you in a few floors to ensure your success for this demo tour. Alright. Let's get this thing. That's really confusing. Alright. So I did notice just now that the music and like all of the audio in here is way quieter than the menu music there. Alright. See, this kind of thing, at least this kind of makes sense mentally, so I can kind of, you know, figure that out. Okay. Alright, a little bit of a change in decor here. Got some desks, it looks like. Let's hit this. Hey there again, I see you are doing well. Many traps look simple, but actually require some brain and hand-eye coordination. There's a little kitty down here. You can do it. That's kind of cute. You look nice. Alrighty. Oh. So again, the controls aren't super responsive due to the high inertia, which means like if I'm going this way and then I press up, it takes a moment for me to really kind of start getting up there. Again, I would really consider carefully how much inertia you want. Less inertia basically means more control you're handing to the player. And some classic action games actually have zero inertia on the movement, and they work very well, so definitely something to keep in mind. Nevertheless, let's see if we can get through this. It should be, I mean, it doesn't seem that hard, so we just have to kind of stay close to the center there a little bit. Trap Labs was founded by Mr. Huntington, once a big game hunter who trapped dangerous animals and saved babies from apartment fires. After Mr. Huntington disappeared, I was left in charge. I had many employees, restaffed other divisions as a part of the renovation. Rumor has it that Mr. Huntington's is in, again we have in twice here, is in space hunting. Oh, is in space. Wait. Is in space hunting giant space spiders and preventing an alien invasion. So there's a T in there. There's been some budget cuts due to the renovations. We couldn't afford floating platforms, so this is the best we got. What does that mean? I guess there's a random platform in the middle there. Oh, I see what he's saying. So it's like, oh, I got stuck on... Alright, so that was a little unexpected. Collision on... Yeah, see how my feet are actually visually above this line here, but it's still colliding with this edge when I hold to the right. So I'd definitely be careful about the hitboxes, the collision boxes I should say. Make sure you're not getting stuck on anything when it doesn't appear that you should. I always recommend making, for players and enemies and things like that, make the collision boxes smaller than the actual sprite here. I don't think you're going to be dodging any bullets or anything, but you at least want to be able to avoid these little corner cases. Okay, let's actually do this though. So that's simple enough. As my learning capabilities self-improved, I was able to partition myself into various parts of Trap Lab's business and operations. Today I run more of Trap Labs than any other autonomous unit. Alright. See if this kitty has anything else to say. Please bow. Alright. I feel like I should be like holding the run button or something, but there isn't a run button as far as I know. So I guess we're gonna do this sort of thing. Oh, okay. Now I was noticing up until this point the only sorts of things we were facing was just that hole with the trapdoor over it, like over and over again, so it kind of seemed very one-dimensional there for a while. This floor is obviously under renovation. Feel free to walk around and take a look. Okay, I guess that means it's just... Oh, okay. Alright. I see what you're doing. Well, these look valuable, so I guess I'll take them. Can I walk through here? Oh, there's a door over there. Alright, so for some reason that wasn't immediately obvious to me. The graphics are... Whoops. Went down a little too far there. Again, that's kind of what happens with that inertia there. I kind of just want to have that door closed for some reason. I'm thinking about maybe putting a plant by the window. Alright. I was going to say the graphics are pretty abstract. And that leads to it not... Like, the characters and everything are great. They stand out and they look nice. Pretty much everything else is a little bit hard to distinguish to some extent. I mean, if you look like these things over here, you can kind of make out what those are, but some of these things are just a little bit hard to read. Oh, I already got all the coins and stuff, so... So I guess up here in the top right I have 10 coins, and then 2 of these. I don't know what these get 0 deaths. Maybe this is this number here. I still don't know what this is. What's a little water cooler? This trap is 1 part gravity tunnel and 1 part celebration grill. Is that what they call it? Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, I missed. So that was... I can't really read that, unfortunately. Oops. See, that was, again, with the inertia there, when I ended up going a little too far to the right there. Don't mind the empty desks, everyone is conveniently away on vacation, all at the same time. Huh, that's not suspicious at all. Whew, okay. This is scary. I think I can kind of cheat this by going across corners though, actually. But I can't get all the coins that way. So I don't know what the coins are. Oh! That was unexpected. So that was obviously bad. Okay. It does take, there's a bit of a delay after you die before you can kind of pop back in. Which you could consider making a little shorter. This sort of game, I expect that there's going to be points when people are going to be dying a lot, and you start kind of working on that sort of player frustration where they might get a little frustrated or something, and they're not going to want to wait for every time they have to respawn. They're just going to want to get in as fast as possible so they can try again, you know. So something to think about. Well, I gotta actually think about this a little bit. I just want to get all these coins here. See, I do feel like it would be easier for sure if there's a little less inertia, or significantly less. Oh, I didn't get that coin for some reason, so it appears the collision on the coins is a little unusual. I don't... Again, that's something you might want to consider, like making the boxes maybe a bit larger. I'm also not sure if the collision is like right here, if it's like right here. Because like visually this is kind of where you are, but spatially speaking, you'd technically be around here. So it's kind of ambiguous in that sense. And this is the sort of thing where it's not really something you want to force the player to be super precise about, generally speaking. So if they think they ran into it, and you know, especially because you're like jumping over these traps, it'd be pretty frustrating to get over a trap and then like you have to go back into this death pit to try and get it again because you didn't get it the first time, sort of thing. Yeah, see, that was very strange. I don't know where that collision is exactly, but it doesn't pick up when I expect it to. Again, I think I can cheat across these corners, but the inertia does make it tricky. I don't know if that was if my little cheat was working, or if it's because of the timing was just right for me there. Didn't I do... Oh. Oh, okay. It's like, didn't I do this one already? But no. There's death up here. At least there's a little bit more of a delay there. Jeez, this is kind of tricky. It does get a little tough to just wrap your brain around. It's not just about timing and stuff. It's just like weird patterns. Oh, I tried to move up there, but again, I gotta kind of fight against the inertia here. What am I doing? I don't know. Jeez. I didn't think I was gonna fall down. I definitely didn't think I was gonna fall down that time. That's kind of weird. Interesting. So I'm curious. Okay. I'm racking up the kills. I'm just trying to wrap my head around where the collision is exactly for like falling in these holes, because it does feel a little odd to me. And I know part of it is because of the inertia, which is not what I'm used to. But there are those times where it just kind of feels like I shouldn't have fallen in. I'm also not sure if you can fall in these while the doors are like in the process of closing. That's not clear to me as a player. Okay. What did I don't know why I just fell. Alright. That's probably the easier way about it. So apparently if you step on it and step off, it's on like a timer, but it doesn't. You don't need to be standing on it for it to fully activate. Again with the collision on these coins, it's weird. Alrighty. Thanks for participating in the demo. I hope you had fun so far. We are near the end of the demo tour. The next few floors will give you a glimpse of the upcoming attractions of Trap Labs once the renovation completes. Alright. So here's another thing. In the meantime, take a short break at our lever gallery. Do many things with the lever. This lever can open doors. Try flipping it. How do I flip it? Oh, just run into it. Cool, right? Try this one to activate the gravity tunnel. Okay. That's a little risque. Might be nice if there's like a button that you can press to activate the lever, because I'm imagining if there's something that you want to hit more than once, then kind of having to step off of it and then step onto it again is kind of limiting, especially if you like wanted to activate something with like really good timing. It's like extremely hard to It's much harder to do this with like precise timing than it is to just press a button exactly when you want to flip it. The other thing is if you're moving around and you like accidentally turn off something that you didn't want to, that would be annoying also. So I would consider, I can understand it might be hard to do that for like the mobile version or something, but maybe you could figure something out. Try the best grill. Try this one too. Aha. Booyakasha. Okay, can I... That is true. Alright, so it's nice to at least have something else to interact with. I've noticed that there's a lot of sort of random set pieces and things, but there hasn't been much to interact with so far. Alright, so we've got some little conveyor belts, it appears. So again, the weird collision on these coins. Oh, what the heck? That does not seem normal. Whoa. Is it like... I think I might have figured it out. Oh, these conveyor belts are annoying though, because they like if you're in the center, it kind of brings you to the edge and then it doesn't keep you in the center of it. But I think what you got going on here with the coins is that like my collision is like right here, where like my feet are or where the shadow is, but the coins it's like the body of it rather than the shadow underneath it, so it's like inconsistent. It's like the opposite. Either way, well, first of all, I would make that consistent. And I would also suggest making the collision on the coins a lot bigger, so they're easier to pick up. Alright, we got some levers. I guess we're just trying to... That's pretty hard. Run. There's a lot of bass in the footsteps, I just noticed. Just noticed there's a footstep sound, but it's like almost entirely bass. Okay. I guess we're gonna run against the conveyor belt here to get up here. Whoop. Is that on a timer or did I hit that twice? I think I must have hit it twice. How did I manage to do that? Oh, like this. See, that's exactly one of the things I was talking about before, where you can accidentally hit it again when you didn't mean to, just from moving around. We got some kind of... Oh, I can walk over this. Can these things hurt me or something? Apparently I can't interact with this in any way. Ooh, there's not even collision on this. I got some... One of these notes is not like the rest, and the door is closed. My, how do we get the door open? What is that? What? Music is what connects us and gets zapped when you can't play a tune correctly. What tune am I supposed to play? Why is it turning pink? I don't understand. What tune am I supposed to play? Why does it turn pink? I don't get it. What? Huh? Oh, what the heck? Okay, so I'm noticing this one has a thing around the edge, like a little border. What the heck? What on earth? I have no idea. What? What the heck is this? Is this working as intended? That was very, very weird. Why did it blink before and then... is this gonna make sense at some point? I have no idea. Okay. What? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Ugh. Oh, okay. Alright, so I figured it out. That was really confusing. Yeah. It's like not obvious at all. Oy, that took a while. Oh, another one of these. Okay. So I have to do this twice. That footstep sound is a little annoying, obviously. I meant to say annoying, honestly, not obviously. I don't notice it most of the time, but sometimes I just hear like this little thumping, and it's like thump, 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 and kind of sounds like it's supposed to be part of the music or something, but... Hold. What does that mean? Huh? I hope you have a good memory. Oh, well, no, I don't, actually. I got down to this far and then... Oh. Did he go up? He did go up. It's kind of interesting, this part, because it like kind of remembers all your failures so you can kind of go around them afterwards, so that's kind of a nice design. Imagine a whole floor where traps are just hidden. What a wonderful place that would be. Alright, so this is just still going on here. Well, now this is confusing enough. What? What? Doesn't make sense. Did it? Huh? What? Are these binary operations? Because I'm really confused. Like, how can you hit a switch twice and end up not going back to where you started? I have absolutely no idea how that works. What? I just hit it 3 times. I have no idea how that works. Oh, so this is going to be like a timing sort of thing. Alrighty. This room is a catastrophe or a big Roomba party, who knows? Well, this is fun. Oh, these are killer cats. Oh no. Well then. I'm just gonna give my left hand a workout here. See, this requires a lot of fast inputs, so that's hard to do with WASD. I could do that a lot easier with the controller, gamepad. Ooh, and again with that collision, so it is a little weird. You have to kind of remind yourself that, like, you're not up here, you're like right here. Yeah. Okay, I kind of wish this would scroll over. And most of the time, see if I can kind of point this out to you. Is there a pause on this? Well, uh-oh. That was not pause, that was leave the level. Where, I guess I was on 25. Alright, so it's not doing it now, I guess, but there were like things, there were like cats like right over here before. And so like, most of the levels, they're kind of self-contained, so it's like in the one screen. But once these guys start kind of occupying the edge of the screen here, then it's like you have a reason to need to see over there, so the fact that the screen doesn't actually just scroll becomes a problem because these guys are going over there, so what you could do, I suppose, which would probably be the easiest and simplest thing to do, would just be kind of make limits for where these guys are moving so they don't come out this far. You don't end up with this sort of issue. Oh no. Oh, again with that inertia though. I can't just like turn around instantly. I have to need more time to change direction. Yeah, I'm getting way too ambitious. Again with the inertia, it just means you can't do maneuvers that rapid. Heck. Again, it does have that little space of time where you're just dead and you're just waiting to respawn. It can be a little annoying. Oh, this is messing with my eyes right now. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Alright, so the collision is unforgiving at this part, and I think I mentioned something when I started about you, like, saying you wouldn't be dodging bullets or something. This is about the same thing. So you do have to be careful about... Yeah. Just be careful about how big you make your collision boxes or circles or whatever you're using. Oh look, free movement. How do I get through you? No, they're making walls. Oh, see, games like this pretty much always work better when you make the collision smaller than the actual visual sprite. may come across as just making it easier, but it really makes it so it's a lot less frustrating. Because when you get into those cases where you like just barely kind of brush against something bad and then you just die, it's pretty frustrating. So you know, you look at these like bullet hell shmups and such. Typically those, at least the good ones, have really small hitboxes. And there's good reason for that. It just works well. Works better. Oh my gosh. Oh my, he was in the door. Oh my goodness. That was evil. Okay, thank you so much for being a part of the demo. I hope you will participate in our trap testing initiative once our renovation completes. There will be a shiny brand new lobby, more witty cracks from me, and over 1,000 floors to explore. I hope to see you at the grand opening. Laters. Oh, it looks like I forgot to put an exit door in this room. I guess you'll have to just jump out the window. Okay. And there's little well then. Oh my gosh. I guess I died from running into him? Whoa. Don't let the bombs drop into the gravity tunnels. That would be bad for digestion. Oh, they don't give you a lot of time. Okay. It's kind of annoying to have to read while I'm like getting killed by a boss like this. I don't know what this... Okay, I guess that's the boss health on the left there, maybe. Oh, there's just a tiny moment where you can walk across this. Oh my gosh. That's really unforgiving. They give you very little time to actually step across one of those things. Isn't he supposed to do something else? Oh, what the heck? I didn't really have time to react to that. I mean, if I was already running around, then it wouldn't have hit me, but I was just standing there. It's nice to have a little bit of a chance to react to things. Alright. I don't really know why he died, honestly. Like, the first hit made sense because I was trying to get it in the holes, but after that, I didn't really know what happened, honestly. Do it now, part commands you. Okay. Alright, we did it. I guess there's bonus challenges. Oh. How does that work? Oh, that's hard. Holy cow. Oh no. See, I'm like focusing on this and I'm not paying attention to when that's coming back in. Alright. So again, the music got kind of a little bit louder. Well, I'm just gonna go for it. I want the coins. Well, I did it. Just kind of winging it there, but I think we'll probably just do like one more. Don't have to do every level. How does this? I'm not even. I should actually think about this before I go. Alright, so it's another back and forth thing. It's just like on a diagonal, so. Oh gosh, my brain. Okay. Program your brain. It's like something about this just makes you want to keep going for some reason. Go in the hole. Oh, I went too early. I keep trying to go early. Like it's not moving fast enough. Alright. I don't know how many of these there are. That's odd. So you can't just run across it. Alright, so you have to go... Okay, I get it. See if I can do this. Nope. Okay. Haha. Okay, this is kind of mean putting these right there, though. In any case, yeah, it's interesting. So I'm not going to play through all these. A lot of these are just kind of running over these pit things. I would like to see more variety in the kind of traps and stuff that you're dodging through. Obviously there were a few different things that were shown, so that was kind of nice. But still would like to see more, I would say. That being said, I think probably the inertia was a big thing. I know I kept mentioning that over and over again, but inertia and collision seems to be probably the two biggest things that I was kind of running into that I think probably be tweaked for the better. Aside from that, whatever I mentioned as I thought of it, is hopefully useful to you as far as feedback goes. Yeah, I definitely would like to see a little more variety. I do think that this sort of thing can get a little tiring to the player just to kind of see a bunch of these trapdoor hole things, a bunch of configurations of these like over and over again for all these levels. Definitely like some different sorts of things to kind of dodge through. And let me see, what is this? I think these are the challenge levels. Or is this the last one then that I'm on right now? If this is the last one, I'll just do it then, I guess, if I can. I don't get it. Okay. Oh, what? That was mean. Why didn't I make it? I did it like perfectly. Why? What the heck? I have to like super optimize? Oops. Well, I'm trying to go too soon. Oh no. Yeah, you have to go immediately. You can't just do it right, you have to do it optimized. Getting confused. Going in the holes instead of in the closed ones. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I did it. Are you gonna say anything, kitty? Okay. Okay. There's a nice long cat down here, okay. Mr. Robot. Long cat is long. I think that's the last one, right? There's the, like, more. Alright. Alright, so we did all of them. I guess there's an arcade mode. I guess we should at least see what this is. Homage to the original level upbound. Once screen. This was to say once screen, 100 levels, one too many deaths. Arcade modes are not available in demo. Alright, so again, it would be nice to be able to navigate this with the keyboard. Too much free time spent here. They hiss to the rhythm of the traps. That sounds cool. Speedrun. Bullet hell. Cats. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, hopefully you got some useful feedback out of this. Ooh, multiplayer. I was thinking of mentioning something about this, so... Oh, that's cool. Is this actually implemented in the demo here? Wow. Wait, what did I click on? What did I click? Co-op? I guess I'm just in Oh, that's super cool. Okay, so I was thinking about how like one of the best parts of the old StarCraft games was that the fact that you were playing with other people, and it was like funny to see people fail and stuff. Um, so I kind of thought not to mention it because I thought it might be kind of out of scope. You just tell someone to put online multiplayer in their game. It's kind of a big thing to suggest, but I'm really glad that you have this. And this is kind of, I don't know what this is for. I guess you're supposed to know something about this and set this to something. I don't know. Nonetheless, that's really cool. That'll add a nice element to the game, I'm sure. Hopefully. I'm wondering, like, what is there like a complete different set of traps for the multiplayer modes or something, or can you go through the normal game with multiple players or something? I don't know. In any case, that's cool. I'm glad to see that. If I was playing this game, I think I would prefer to just play with other people. So yeah, that's cool. Like I said, hopefully you got some useful feedback out of this, and let me know if you have any questions. Let's see, almost an hour I've been playing, so it's a pretty good playtest, I'd say, and interesting game for sure. And we're gonna move on to something else, so I will see you guys in the next video.